Yo, what up, FASH family? Ha ha! What's going on? True kings and queens. This full spectrum thinking. This is what we do. Human beings, alien, all life is equal now. Yo, check it in. Say, yo, what's up? The God's kidded on the honest, always separate integrity, dogs. All you and I, this verse, you heard word, like, yo, haha, how we doing? Checking in today, come on along, say hi, say, hey, yo, how you doing? How you doing to everybody out there, the entire universe. Hello, this is FASH. God's kid, you heard? Ha! No fraud, kid. Honest off the top. It's all this. Fritos, Lays, and chips. Now, this, yo, hello everyone. Welcome to FASH Speaks, FASH Teach, FASH Reach, FASH God's Kid, Dark Light Community. You heard? Full spectrum thinking. This is for real. This is off the top. This is for free kings and queens, men's. Ladies, human beings, however you be at every fight, they and A and them. This is this no extra. Listen, everyone's accepted, bro. The best. Listen, I use the word bride a lot. That's my expression, and everybody is allowed that a lot. That's what I'm guessing to let everyone in it and saying it. It's yo, ha. All right, so we got a couple things going on. First, we got the game. Sir, how you doing? J-Dog. JJ, I love that name. I know some blessed soldiers with that name. Yo. And I hope they hold their composure. Just a little bit like I told you. Yo. Right, so maybe it was my fault. Maybe it was Fash's fault. So everybody go ahead and check out the latest game disc from FASH God's Kid, because yes, it's on. This is honest and it's honest. Listen, check in. I heard, sir, everybody wants to go off with these extra adjectives. FASH is on them. FASH is on. I listen. We talk about the Ellies in the telly. FASH is on them. On. We on. O-N. On like Ontario. You heard? On. Yo, what up, Canucks? How we doing, yo? Ha. FASH got some roots up there too. We coming through and listen. Yo, all right. So, sir, wanted to get on one of these podcasts, and I don't even like talking about it, man. I hate it. I hate the subject. I absolutely. Oh my God, my pet peeve is this. My pet peeve is just keeping on equals, watching adjectives. So maybe it was FASH's fault. Listen, FASH rewatched one of his last lives, realized I missed a whole entire word. In that word, I missed a whole entire acronym, and the acronym was DID. I forgot DID. JJ did tie buckle because he did tie his buckle. That's what he did do. The DID. I forgot the DID. So the DID is this: dependability, initiative, endurance. Dependability. No, endurance is an E. So here we go again. Dependability. Justice, judgment, dependability, integrity. Now I'm lost on another D. See, this is FASH is raw. Yo, I actually had this. You could actually put in JJ did tie buckle, and I actually did do a video on dependability, decisiveness, dependability and decisiveness. See, FASH. Forgot the. All right, so. Here we go, another lesson, the 6 P's. The 6 P's. You ready for this P's? Like P, like a pizza? Ready? 6 P's. Proper planning prevents people performance. Y'all heard? Right? Did. Decisiveness, initiative, dependability. So the whole entire thing is JJ did tie buckle, justice, judgment, decisiveness, integrity. He switched it out. That's what, see, they always mix it up because it's all these letters: decisiveness, dependability, integrity. We went with the tact, initiative, endurance, Baron. We're gonna come back to Baron. understand our barons, especially on this big social atmosphere, this matter universe. How we doing, FASH family? Yo, we grow, you heard. Is listen. All right, so baron, understanding, courage, knowledge, loyalty, and enthusiasm. Enthusiasm, how you doing? That's where the how you doings are coming from. Fashionista, how you doing? I guess. Listen, coming through your living room, tuning in the speaker. Listen. Okay. So, sir wanted to say that the only reason why he was been underrated, overlooked, what affected his career? What affected his career? GAME, sir, was not, absolutely not white privilege. My opinion. Fash's opinion. Fash's opinion. Oh, the fact that the gentleman holds himself, it's a word called baron, and the way he addresses the nation culture, always 100, all the time, solid, 100% all the time. This is, I guess, what good energy is, what good vessels try to carry. You heard? But so lack of understanding where he was or whatever, like some of his inner thoughts. And that's another thing. Listen, these are Freudian slips. This is where we come back to spherical theory, is everything counts. Yo, there's some Freudian points that they've disproven a lot of Freudian theories, but they also created a lot of theories off of it. Therefore, one step had to be laid for the next one to exist. Spherical thinking. Everybody is needed in this big entire the force for all my Empire fans. Yeah. So all right, so let's get back to it. So this is not something we are gonna ride. This is not something we are gonna ride out. Fash ain't gonna make a career off this in the matter of I will not spend my entire career addressing one MC, one influencer. I hope that Fash family grows. Fash family is growing. Yo, I'm so thankful. Yo, is as we grow, a lot of knowledge and truth will be passed. A lot of knowledge and truth will be passed, and my integrity will be carried forward as a Marine. Always. It always did that. These are some of the traits that held me down when I went upstate. You heard? Anybody worried about going upstate and stuff like that? Fash was worried about going upstate. I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, eyeball to eyeball. Fash was worried too. I told my dad. My dad called one of my uncles and went up to jump. Said, "Listen, hold yourself well. You'll be all right, soldier. Promise. Don't get into shit." Listen, one of the OGs when I first went up there said, "Listen, you don't want to get into no beef. Hey, stay away from the gambling. Stay away from businesses. Stay away from like doing businesses. Try to keep your business to yourself. You know what I mean?" So, there's a lot of humility that comes with bidding, and but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. You know what I mean? Fash never honors that. That's not glory, bro. That's not glory at all. That's absolutely disgusting. That's absolutely time where I miss with my children while they were growing up, being raised by a system that was telling them to, yo, your father wasn't no good, bro. Your father's no good. He's upstate, so obviously he's no good to the community. So how could he be good to you? So why is he in your life? Hurry up and get him out before he infects you. Imagine that. That's really what they're teaching. There's so many, it's funny. We call this thing called like what is it? CRT. We call this thing called CRT, and we blanket it as we do the Constitution and amendments. So there's so many amendments that we don't actually know what the whole Constitution is. Can anybody? I mean, really? Lawyers have to go into books. There's law libraries of cases that affect our Constitution that it's almost unfathomable. These judges, and even these judges, the lawyers present a case study to them that affects their case. So obviously the judge didn't even know that piece of the law. Like the law is so full and thick that there's so many little hidden things in it. Yo, it becomes just like that. So just like that, an industry, a system went into effect, and it was on some clean the planet stuff. I absolutely, yo, when I first came out, I was so impressed. I was so impressed. I'm like, yo, this generation is dope. They don't smoke. They don't get down like we used to get down. They're not a bunch of little potheads and not this and not that. They're absolute beautiful people. And they are. They are. But, however, there's a couple spiritual pieces missing. One of them, I believe, my opinion, just Fash's opinion, a little bit of empathy and forgiveness. The understanding that everybody goes through some stuff. Everybody goes through some stuff. You know, um, you find out the closest to you when you go through some stuff. Those are the people that are around you. Those are the people that hold you down. Those are the people that you should. Fash will lay down his life for like. Fash is a Marine, so listen, situation right. I might lay down my life for anybody, a random person, but it's this. It's this. Definitely, definitely my kin. You know what I mean? Um, and all right, so I'm not even. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one right there. Yo, I'm actually. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there because. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually trying to bridge some of these gaps, some of these misunderstandings and stuff like that. And I hope maybe to have a couple co-stars soon on the show that may be able to help us bridge this gap a little bit. You know what I mean? But till we get there, we're gonna leave that one right there. You know what I mean? Fash has got some personals. Listen, Fash has been through a lot of stuff from Marine Corps. When I put out from the Marine Corps, from being taught one of the top dogs in the Marine Corps, sergeant in 4 years, first shooter out of boot camp. No BS, no BS. Coming from a buck 50 Marine, bro. Buck 50 Marine. That was impressive. It was impressive. Um, Running a company, taking it from a little truck and trailer company and turning it into an export company where we were servicing all the Sears, all of Lowe's, all the appliance companies, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, into Connecticut, and we were exporting to Venezuela, Brazil, Mexico, Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? And so shine in there, got a house out of it. You know what I mean? Fash was young and immature. You know, I'm going to do one of these videos soon on the effects of having too much money at a young age. You know what I mean? And that might help some of these young rappers coming up catching these deals at a young age, because there is some failure that comes with success if you don't watch your path, or perhaps if you don't have a good guide. Because some of this world does take, at 20, I swear I knew the world. I was a Marine. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was Superman. I got these tattoos. I got my Superman tattoos at 20. I was Superman. I came home fast. The next thing wasn't impressive. It was a car accident that cost me 7 years of my life with my kids. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're not gonna keep talking about that. It's just the full spectrum of all this. Now, the correlations between seeing people get together and bid together, people that get into foxholes together, the correlation between the military and bidding is bananas. It's absolutely bananas. It's so very close, but it comes close when you put a little spiritual factor in there. You understand? And this is that social emotional intelligence that I'll be talking about. That's going to bring me into today's subject also, which is linguistics. It's linguistics. We're in an age where we took simple linguistics and we're trying to teach with it. We're trying to reach kids with it. We're trying to bridge this gap with it. Um, you know, there was a time where music has been used for expression. Music has been used to fight civil rights, to reinforce civil rights movements. Music has been used to absolutely break the ice on melting pot cultures. That's why I always salute Uncle, what they call back in the day the Godfather of rap, Uncle Snoop Dogg, bro, because big homie, big, super big homie, bring it through the radio station waves. You heard, and put that in our lives, put that in our cars, and put that in our homes to where hip hop was starting to break through. It broke the ice. It broke the ice. It broke the ice, and that's what we always been about. And that was very important to a city like New Bedford, where we were a mixed culture anyways. So we had to figure out how to live together. We were already kind of trying to figure out how to live together. Now hip hop came along. Hip hop came along, and this is where hip hop becomes so important. The FASH hip hop came along and reinforced my culture's paradigm of mixed culture, being able to be, of equality, of all these movements that we were talking about already. We had an overtone. We had an overtone. We had Outcasts. We had Rosa Parks. We had freaking we oh my god, so much I can't even right now. I can't even go into. I'm only that. I gotta stop name dropping, I guess, so much and stuff like that. But yo, absolutely, all love and respect to Sarah Andre 3000 and Big Boy Outcast. Love big time, yo. Um, that right there, a break, yo. One of some of Ash's favorite kind of music is like when you commute. I love West Coast beats, but to be honest, for easy, cool listening, it'd be like that. Outcast, Sublime. I love when you could take some jazz and mix it with some rock and roll, and a little bit of hip hop. You know what I mean? It spices things up. We are all needed in this world. That's when the most beautiful sounds come out. You understand? So somebody had asked me on my Facebook the other day. I'm so sorry to laugh and giggle, but you'll understand. And the reason you'll understand in a second why I'm giggling is because um, they asked if I would type the captions on Facebook to one of my videos, and I don't know if it was a short or not. I really don't know. I think Facebook only puts up shorts, anyways. Even if you do post a long video, a little knowledge for anybody out there. Follow Fash. I'll give you some pointers and stuff like that on how I came up and stuff in this. I understand they touched my views right now, but there was a point where Fash was getting 3,000 views a video. We'll get back to that. You understand? That's like you know what I mean. Fash is looking for bigger than that. That's why I'm chilling down here in the lower numbers right now. It's all right. It's all right because once they figure out who Fash is, they'll understand. But all right, we're here with the family right now. That's what's important. Y'all are family with me. Y'all whoever's here with me right now, y'all my kin. So let's get it. Yeah. So all right. I really do. I love you. I watch when they understand the brain that's coming at them, they'll be like, "Whoa, why didn't we?" But all right, so we're not on ourselves right now. We're back on community and stuff like that. So along came hip hop, and hip hop just reinforced my whole community, bro. Like you walk a block, bro. You're not gonna you walk a block. You walk 3 houses in a row, and you're not gonna see the same nationality in those 3 houses. You can't play tic tac toe in the bathroom. Put it like that. You can't play tic tac toe in the bathroom. You are not going to get three of anything in a row, anyways, in the bathroom. Maybe now, I don't know. Maybe now, I don't know. I don't know if they ghetto the definition, the true definition of the word ghetto. See, the people need to learn the linguistics of this. First, we got to understand the first linguistic. That this is where the problem's like. We don't understand the original definitions to where we start twisting the definitions. Now we really get screwed, right? It's like it's like that game you played in the third grade where the teacher wrote down a little secret and you had to whisper it to your friend and went all the way around the classroom. When it came back to it was a whole different freaking sentence. All right, yeah, something like that. So once we start changing stuff a little bit right here, just like any of my engineers out there, any of my carpenters out there, stuff like that. Yo, you change anything by a degree over here, it's an inch over here. It might be 5 miles down the road. You know what I mean? Separation. All right. Angle-wise, but anyways, let's get back to these angles. These angles are linguistic. Fascist mind is a Rubik's cube. So let's get back to this. All right, so and it's all pure. It's all pure. Fash could pee in a cup. You know what I mean? This is Fash is Fash is marijuana. Fash is the chronic. Another important movement. Another important movement that made stuff just a little bit more okay and easing the day. And look what everything was so wrong and bad back then. And my father couldn't get a gun license. My father could not get his gun license. And I'll probably all right. So there goes my video right there. Right. So, anyways, whatever. He couldn't get it in Massachusetts because he had a marijuana charge at 17. My father was a boss, bro. My father was a boss. God bless. God bless it. God bless my father. Oh my God, he helped put some savage in this boy. I'll tell you that. Is this I can't never stop praising him because he was a presence like that. What was I saying though? Excuse me, I just got lost. I just got caught up and thought, it is, Fash lost two fathers, his biological father and his stepfather. His stepfather was actually like taught him how to live off the land, the camping, the hunting, and all that kind of stuff, the real savage stuff. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yes, and he also ran some stuff in a local chapter. You know what I mean? He was a biker. He was a biker who toned it down to come be a family man. For my mother and her three kids at the time. He was coming in with some kids himself. There was 10 of us all together. Um, he had lost his son. My brother would have been the same age as me. Paulie. Um, at age 8, in New Bedford, um, crossing a freeway and got hit by a car. Um, I don't want to go into any of that. It very much affected my family. At the time, he was dating my mother, so we literally took baths together. And Fash don't have, Fash's memory is messed up anyways. But this is what it is. So I say that because it strongly affected other members of my family, my siblings. So there was 9 of us, bro, and 6 of us had already had this strong experience coping with life and death. That's a whole listen. I can do 5, 6, 7 videos. I can make a whole different channel on that. You know what I mean? Fash took a semester of it. It was called exactly that, coping with life and death. It was a human services class, and it was a ace, another A, you know what I mean? Got all A's except for one B, the 3.9, that one hater teacher, but whatever. Teacher is this, that's so full of himself. No, I'm not gonna be. Is this, but is so back to linguistics. So we had Snoop Dogg bring it through the radio waves, hip hop started really coming through. There was the 80s. I do remember the 80s. I do remember the 90s, and I do remember what this music did for us and the walls that it crushed for us. There was a time where Fash was in a truck with his sisters, and the sisters was asking like, "What do you like, rock or rap? Where do you like, rock or rap?" Well, you got to choose one of them, rock or rap. Which one do you like? One like rap, one like rock. They wanted to know which team I was on, bro. I swear to God, it was like that, bro. And I'm in the back seat like 3 years younger than them, bro. Like 8 years old, going, I like both. I like both. I like Metallica, but I also like MC Him or MC Young. Like I remember that day, bro. That's how bad it was, bro. So, and then came that I was talking about the tape that Onyx came through, and I do want to say something about cassette because I want to say something about cassette. Listen, there's something about cassette in the '90s. Is it was more try to find me, right? In the '90s, it was more try to find me. You dig? All my hip hop heads '90s, you had to find me. Is this the back cover? Who didn't look at the back cover at least once? Who? Raise your hand right now if you didn't never look at that back cover for a lyric that you didn't understand from a talented muse that you follow because his poetry was deep. There was certain mystique when he speaks. You know what I mean? Is this? I ain't never had to do it on, sir. I would follow along until I understood that shit. But because we already into CDs anyway. CDs didn't really come with that. It was more the cassette. In the cassette days, they had a book you could unfold and it had all the freaking lyrics to every single song, and people would literally go try to see because even they wouldn't even say some of the words that would be on there because that's what they were trying to express, right? So I dig it. And that's this. So when the lady asked me there if I could type one of my lyrics on Facebook, I got 2,000 freestyle videos, which is a lot of back work. But honestly, this channel was started. And I've put all my energy in it to show other people that they could do stuff in life just like this. There's going to be a time and point. I'm very hopeful. Though Fash knows there's going to be a time and point where I may have to even delete this channel. You know what I mean? On the strength of I plan on doing bigger things. I do have bigger things coming, and I'm not saying that to be big headed or nothing. It's the strength of this. It's I don't know what's to come. I don't know what's to come. I promise you, I will leave this channel up for as long as I can because you could go back and see how fluid I've gotten in just 2 years. And this is practicing every day. This is showing you what this hard work and commitment comes to. Understand? Um, whether or not it comes to a record deal or freaking FASH. I'm working on an album, so whether or not, you know what I mean, that comes out good, you know, blessed and everything like that. I got a lot of hope in it. It's this. It's going to be new music. I can't wait. I can't wait, yo. I got so much in the cortex. And so I had this channel up originally. I just started it as a hobby, you know what I mean? And that's why I wanted to talk some recreation today as well. So in the linguistics, we got to understand the first part of the speech to understand the second part of the speech. So I try to over explain things a lot. I apologize that I didn't subtitle all my videos, but again, you know, it brings me back to the days. It's that switch. It's that switch where you went from cassette to CD. You see me? So it's just like that. It went from having to unroll that book to being able to see it to actually having a CD without having that book and having to listen to that CD 100 times to understood every word. You know what I mean? So you could sing along. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping there's going to be a time where, you know, I'll be able to sit down and sometimes I write my butt off. I write my butt off literally. There's just one notebook just laying around over here. There's not even much in this one. Oh, I must be working on this one. Fash is working on this one. You know how I keep telling more. This is how you can tell I'm working in a notebook. It's only got. I don't know. Can you see the light? Let's see. Yeah. You can see that it's got writing on this side, right? But there's no writing on this side. See, Fast uses both sides of the paper. I probably shouldn't even be using paper, right? People should be going green. Fast isn't. Oh, there's some back side of it. But you understand. So I'm just starting to work on the back side of this pack. There's probably about literally anywhere's in this house you go, you'll find a pad or two that just has mad lyrics in it. Good. So working on that one too. So probably got like 4 or 5 in the other room. I got crates of pads. But listen, but this channel was developed as a hobby, as a recreation. Listen, people, we're in a time right now where we're locked in. We're locked in. We're locked in. So I've been treating this little 1-2 like a bid, right? I've been bidding with the children. I've been saying that. Recreation. This was something that I feel like they really took out of schools, and this is a spiritual part of this. You know what I mean? When we talk about emotional intelligence and stuff like that, it comes out in social application, right? It's even going to be a little bit dangerous, I feel, teaching at home. You know what I mean? Maybe to a certain age, and then, you know, maybe to junior high or something like that. I understand. All right, we're not going to go into the school industry because FASH really doesn't back that up. So the linguistics. All right, so I want to explain something to everybody. Is FASH was a Marine, right? So you get these celebrities coming out here. God bless them. I love them. You have to give proper respect. Everybody paved the way, just like the prophets did, bro. And I'm starting to tell you how this affected my community and really reinforced the melting pot that I was already living in. So, because I was just thinking the Chronic came through. So I remember when the Chronic came through. I remember being in the basement with my brother, cracking the plastic on the CD and doing push-ups, hitting the bench, smoking. I mean, this was all social interactions. All right, so what am I bringing this to? The lady asked me to subtitle. All right, so FASH has touched a lot of this world. I'm an absolute sponge. I'm an absolute sponge of good energy. You know, a very important thing is self-awareness to FASH. Self-awareness is very important to me because that's what challenges me every day. If I know what's going on with myself, I know what I need to work on. When FASH bidded, and that's why this locked-in thing, what I'm about to talk about, is when FASH bidded, it was I had to work mind, body, soul. Mind, body, soul. I was going to church every day. I was working out every day. And as I told you, I started my collegiate career there. My first forays came from the penitentiary. But anyways, nothing to brag about there. A bunch of lost time. Fucking sucks. Only swear on this video, promise. So, okay. So where are we here? Where are we here? Fash has been. So body, mind, and soul. Body, mind, and soul. I felt the way I felt if I didn't do something for my mind, body, or soul that day, that meant that I gave one day of my life to the state. That meant like my life wasn't worth nothing. That meant, listen, I was already beating myself up on the strength of I wasn't there for my children. I was already beating myself daily, daily. You don't know it until you feel it. And if everybody that's feeling it, God bless you. God bless you. I pray for you, your families. May they strengthen. And God bless you, because I know the feeling. I know the feeling of just can't be there. It's the worst in the world, bro. So that aside, that as a constant background, that is a constant one too, because you still gotta move, you still gotta move, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. This is where some of the motivation comes in. This is where some of that self fortitude gotta come in. That's where some of that get off your ass. I don't know if ass is a swear counted anymore. We're gonna have to ask Mr. Sir George Collin. But anyways, respect and love always follows. Um, Fast loves comedy too. Is this all right? So mind, body, and soul. If I didn't do something for my mind, body, and soul, I gave a day of my life to stay. Now it's this. It's no matter where you are, no matter where you are today in your life, no matter where you are, what situation you are today, here we are. No matter where you are listening to this video, this is a day of our life. This is a day of our, we're experiencing a day of our life right now. So, so mind, body, and soul. You want to build yourself up every day. Work on one of those factors. That's fashion suggestion opinion. Um, even fashion. I'm stop my push-ups again. Do my daily reviews. There's some stuff that I do, and it made me stronger as an individual. And I carried myself well. You know. Um, Trying to think. So here we are. Fashion kind of comparing. We just went through this COVID thing, but not only did we just go through this COVID thing, but a lot of businesses didn't make it through this COVID thing. Um, Fash was blessed the other day to be on a space with a well-known battle rapper that Fash absolutely respects as a human being. I don't want to name drop and stuff like that, because I don't want to feel like I used the show for that reason. Because I love the honor of just speaking to the gentleman. Is that if Fash is like that, unless I get permission to absolutely, then not. It's that. It's yo. So where. So, but blessed enough. But listen, so all this led to a blessed enough position where I could actually talk as a man, if Fash as a human being, from one human being to another on some solid ground. Just like yo, when I was in college, I could hold my own. Fascist cortex works all right. I know it sounds a little shaky and breaky, but that's because of that little rod that went through Fascist's face and stuck in his brain. It got pulled out and stuff like that. It come along again. It, it's Fascist will always be able to melt it together, yo. We're in this with that true with search. We're in a search. We're on a journey, right? Right. And every day we get better, more fluid, more liquid. So yo, these old videos and stuff like that, they're on there for now to show everybody some recreation, some stuff you could do with your time. To say like even if rap ain't your thing, bro, just watch a couple videos. Go watch some old videos, watch some new videos, and be like, hey, if you like what I'm following along, you want some new content, you want something tackled, you want something addressed, put it in a suggestion box. I absolutely will get back to you. I absolutely talk to people like on the daily. Yo, I don't just go up. I don't just look for the. I'm not. Listen, I'm not looking for a hand up. That's the thing that just came from this Veterans House, VTH in New Bedford, yo. Local veterans facility. Absolutely support them if you can. I always support the veterans any way, any form of fashion. Is this is Where was I here? I started talking about the VTH. There's a lot of spirit over there. So fashion is a sponge for the good spirit. I found this back in the day, even in the Marine Corps. Even in the Marine Corps, there was a gentleman, a good friend of mine, a brother of mine, still a brother of mine, Mr. William Young. It was this gentleman from Tennessee, and he carried such a light energy. Yo, being from New Bedford, being from the hood, bro, somebody stepped on your sneakers, it's on. You're looking at somebody too long, it's on. Yo, any reason to fight whatsoever. They're looking for. Why? Because it was part of our recreation growing up. That throwing fists was part of our recreation, bro. It wasn't, the shooting really didn't start happening until like after the 96 and more to the 2000s, bro. It was more about, every single day there was some fights at the gym. There was some fights at the, at Sergeant Phil, right at the football field, It was right across the street from the freaking school. It was that easy, bro. And every single day on junior high, since junior high on, there was a fight there, bro. It was like sometimes there was some good fights that everybody would show up and stuff. It was bananas, bro, wicked bananas, bro, because there was nothing to do for these children, and there was no proper leadership. There's nobody watching them, A lot of stuff's been challenged. And that's the stuff. That's what FASH feels the true, not with the true heart of spirit. No, none of that. No, not. It's the piece. It's the facet. It's the spectrum of this beautiful prism, this full spectrum prism of hip hop that helped Fash's community, that helped Joey G's community, and I'm absolutely thankful for it. There is a piece of the Bible. There's the piece of the Bible. There's a piece of the Bible. There's a quote in the Bible. Jesus is speaking with his disciples, and he gives them all a parable, and he tells them about 10 lepers. He tells them about healing 10 lepers, and um, he healed all 10 of them, sent them back to their hometowns, and one of them came back to say thank you. And Jesus asked, where was the other 9? And the gentleman didn't have a response. He said, I don't know, teacher, I don't know. And Jesus says, "Hey, it's all right, you know what I mean? It's not on you." He wasn't putting it on the kid. He was trying to make a point. He says, "It's okay. Be blessed. Your faith has healed you. Believe in yourself. Your faith has healed you. Go out." That's confidence. Faith and confidence will help you do so much in this world. Jesus, listen, there's so much that's been taught to us that hasn't been broken down to us yet. And that's what fashion shit's trying to do. And a lot of it's done in song because it's catchy, it's quick, it's off the top of the dome, it's fast, da da da. It's a lot of information coming at you quick. I understand that. So there's a lot of back work with fashion stuff. So I can't go back and subtitle all this stuff. And so the idea is, this is my life. When I'm sharing with you is experiences, thoughts, and opinions of my life. I put my personal spirit into everything I do. I work hard at stuff and the energy. I write, but not only do I write, so the writing also helps you think, because now that you're writing, you already know some things that rhyme all the time, but it's practice, 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 practice. If you're a boxer, when I was in the Marines, bro, you ran all the time. You ran all the time. Why? Because it was about endurance. It was about building endurance, bro. Um, so much stuff, so much stuff to teach. But anyways, linguistics. So one out of the words I will break down, and it is this, and it's because fashion don't really swear a lot. And it's not to one up anybody. It is not to one up it's to one up me. I challenged myself. I said I want more diction. I'm addicted to diction. I want more diction. Fashion's an addict. Fashion's an addict. Fashion knows where I am. I know where I am. I'm comfortable with myself. Know yourself. Know yourself so that you can improve. Fashion needs to improve every single day. If not, I'm taking a loss. Mind, body, and soul. We're bitter with the children. Yo, hygiene. I wanted to bring up hygiene. Listen, we're stuck in these houses. Make sure we're keeping up with ourselves. Otherwise, we're going to get sick people. And that's a piece of population control. Understand that? That's a piece of population control, to where if you don't take care of yourself, because they got you locked up in the spots, and that's where fashion was going with the COVID thing, is that a lot of businesses didn't open up. It's like clubs, it's restaurants, it is clinics and stuff like that. It's people that just won't leave their houses no more. You go outside, everything's still empty. Everybody's still scared to go outside. You know what I mean? And this is taking away some of my social interaction. You know, um, jeez, Fashion told you, yo, the reason why I went back to my hometown to buy a house. I could buy a house in a town or something like that. Like I told you, one of the benefits of being a veteran is they give you the VA loan. And that's where they'll back you up into buying a house so that banks will accept you. Um, and I chose to go back to my hometown, to my city, because I could have chose a local town around the woods and stuff like that. I have no neighbors and stuff like that. But I had an honest talk with my kid's mother, and it was that we both were in agreement where we wanted our kids to have have culture in them. You know, we traveled to California for 3 years. She got to live out there in California with me for 3 years. We had the children out there and stuff like that when we bring them home. But out there, it's weird. So that goes to the Tennessee. We're gonna spectrum this. We're gonna Rubik's this all up right now. We're probably gonna be bringing this to about a closure. Is so the sponge for good energy. The linguistics is broken down. Everything is twisted now. Everybody gotta go out. How it's this. Yo, all right. So at about 18 years old, FASH met a gentleman, William D. Young. Uh, I know that because we couldn't wait for him to turn 40, so we call him WD-40. Um, yo, this was back. This is All right, so we're not even gonna go into this. We were all about the people's champ back then. Well, I'm gonna tell you that, Charlie Third, first combat engineers, Charlie Third was all about the people's champ. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So it was like that's why a lot of quotes, people be asking about a lot of quotes. That's why it's a sponge. It's a sponge. It is not an insult. It is not thievery. I will not come out and directly say anyone's freaking I accidentally became an artist, so I gotta respect other artists, because you know what is FASH did get an A in honors writing. Part of that little 3.9 GPA was an A in honors writing, and that teacher there said that she liked reading my papers because they were provocative. It wasn't that I knew how to write eloquently, right? It was that I knew how to write from my soul. I put me on this. I put myself on everything. You know what I mean? And that's why what you see here on camera is what you'll get in person. Quick address to like some of these people. Anybody trying to reach out to me, or anybody trying to really trying to support FASH or anything like that. No, this ain't the cash. The cash app's always on the back. You want to hit that anytime. That's fine. I FASH do this for free, but any tips on the back? Word. Yeah. No, but seriously, on a level of fashion, accidentally became an artist. So bring up the honest roll right to say that they had a strong system to absolutely dismiss plagiarism. So I absolutely will not plagiarize. I do understand plagiarism. And I do understand. That's why sometimes it takes a warrior to become an artist, is to protect your work and stuff like that. It's to understand things, you know what I mean? So building these videos, accidentally becoming an artist. So you do things and it could lead to things. This is all motivational speaking. So FASH met this kid young, right? And he had this light personality from Tennessee. And the last people I met from Tennessee were kind of just like that, bro. In spirit, they carried a different spirit to where I'm telling you, you look at somebody too long in the buffet, you're catching a fight. You step on somebody's sneakers, you're catching a fight. And I really felt like out there in California, out there in Oceanside, California. I understand that's not the deepest of ghettos of California, but out in Oceanside, California, I really felt, because I was from New England at the time and we were so freaking about it to fight so quick and stuff like that. I was like, you could punch somebody out there and they might be like, excuse me. I mean to get your way. And I was sorry. I love my Cali because I'd rather have that light personality, man, to be honest with you. And so that's what happened. So I met that gentleman and I found myself, I'm aware of some self-awareness is very important to FASH. I was aware that I was absolutely attracted to some of this man's qualities, platonically. Absolutely platonically. When you understand, when you're on FASH don't speak SEX. I leave that for a different channel. Y'all want to go watch movies, TikTok, go do that somewhere else. We talk about realness here. So it's freaking see, I just got lost. I thought that's how much of a distraction. Anyways, distracted. Oh, trying to get my videos off, and in between these, try to be the person doing the 1 minute videos and being committed to the 1 minute videos, designing your 1 minute videos. Put a lot of energy and spirit into your 1 minute videos and catch 20 views while somebody does nothing but just this or something and got 10 million, bro. 10 million, 5 million, 7.2 million, like that. So if you know somebody and you want to support FASH, yo, please hit up Joey Gallant77 at gmail.com or Gallant, GALLANTJ 1919 at Yahoo. I'll leave them in the comment section. Um, Listen, we need a code to break. We need a code to break some of these. Yo, I need somebody real reach out. Somebody Fash get it engineer. It's over. Fash catch an engineer. It's over. That's all I'm saying. Fash nonstop. Fash nonstop. If Fash catch an engineer that knows how to, and Fash can hold his own. Like I'm saying, like, oh, that's what the veteran BTH came up with. This is I not looking for a handout. I'm looking for a hand up. Hand up, not a handout. You understand? I can hold my own. I hold my own weight. Um, as y'all can see, I do this for free. But anyways, and I'll continue to do this for free for culture until whatever happens. You understand? Because spirit is spirit, and whenever God says something happens, that's when it's gonna happen. It's Fash. Like Fash believes it is what it is, yo. A gentleman said the other day that yo, sometimes it's spiritual people and it's real because when you know something has your back, when you're quite confident in something, when you're very confident in something, you don't get very many distractions in the room. You understand? So, all right. The most Fash gets distracted in his own head. That's what Fash gets distracted at. But whatever. Is this? All right. So thinking about so much stuff right now. I want to share so much with the world. I have a lot to share with the world. So it became this prism. You know what I mean? Absolutely attracted to the gentleman's personality. Picked up part of the personality. Decided, hey, I want to be. It don't matter. It don't matter. We're in a land of we're having to figure out ourselves and better ourselves. You're gonna tell me it's not a copy and a quality. It's understanding that your quality, your area, that area, your spectrum is kind of low and it needs to be lifted up. Bonus points a little bit. You know what I mean? I hear one of my homies all the time that I love is that he likes using the code 99. You know what I mean? Like you're leveling up 1 to 100. You know what I mean? So let's say you're like a 27 in that area, and you need to be like a 98. You need to be a 98 in spirituality. But no, and that's what I felt. He had a great spirit. You know what I mean? Very approachable and stuff like that. And it didn't mean I lost any of my, because it helped me understand the one time setting culture, and it's this and it's this. It's you can laugh, catch wreck in a moment, and all of a sudden stuff can get serious. So you gotta. That's where the Baron comes in. That's where you gotta understand your Baron. Baron is understanding where you're at. Baron is understanding what's around you and how to react to it. You know, that's buckle on. JJ did type buckle. That's Baron. Baron is understanding what's around you. A quick break back to the linguistics real quick. Fashions from Massachusetts. So during my travels, sometimes I pronounce my R's. Sometimes I do not. Sometimes I park my car in a hot yard, and it's just the way it is because Fast was that too is 17. Fast decided to join Marine Corps travel at 17. So that was my freaking fun recreation. Thank you. No, it was whatever. Fast joined the Marines. I loved it. I absolutely love the Marine Corps. Still do support every part about it. Support the Marine Corps. Every part about it. So leave it there. Um, Fash loves America. Does not agree with the government at all. Um, Believes that we should start really digging into this government and running it because if not, we're just watchers. We're just watchers. We're freaking spectators, bro. We're spectators of our own place, of our own land. We're being told what to do. That's bananas. We don't feel like this, but we're doing this. How is that happening? That's where the spiritual element's not adding up. Our emotional intelligence is not kicking into this factor that yo, we don't. These degrees are not giving us the proper people in office. That's not what's doing it. What's doing it is people with the proper heart, you know. And so, as I looked for these people, that's absolutely what they had to have is the heart. This gentleman Young wasn't this light character when just females were around, or when he was trying to be a nice guy or anything like that. You understand? He was this in a foxhole. He was this cracking jokes in a foxhole. Looking at him like, the fuck he just ha, the finnuck. Okay, so that's what there's a lingo term. Finnuck with the finnuck, with the finnuck. Yo, is this fast shot is not the curse shot to add to the diction, switch the diction, but nobody is this. So I'm trying to leave out some of the swears so that the kids could dig into it and hear some of the more meat and potatoes that we have in this. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of fluff to everything, so you know what I mean. You get a little bit of, you got a chant, you got a bridges, you got transfer into new syllables and stuff like that. There's a little bit of fluff maybe or whatever they call it. You know what I mean? Transfers. I'm trying to think of a better word, but anyways, listen, we gotta have understanding, people. We gotta have understanding, absolutely understanding. FASH is about bringing it in. The Finnuck came out of Brooklyn, kid. So when FASH was locked up, I met this character, right? Boy, was he a character? He'd tell you he's a character. Cook the Finnuck up. And, yo, had the same exact light spirit. Yo, and he bless homie, my brother, the priest Crump from Brooklyn, stand up, BK, stand up, hates Massachusetts to death, and I don't blame him. I understand the situation, so that's that. And and it's that, bro. It's real people, yo. And it's a spiritual, call it the gangsters, call it the bosses, call it, when you get on that table. And that's why, I thank the gentleman. Thank you so much for allowing me in your space the other day, and sharing some of my energy with you. Is when you're on the table with bosses, it's natural movement. It's natural movement. It's natural movement. I've been around this world. I've seen a lot, met a lot of people, a lot of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people in this world. A lot of beautiful people locked up in this world. A lot of beautiful people in bad positions in this world. That is what FASH. That is what FASH is trying to put a little bit of light on. That is where the light needs to go. FASH is shining light on some of our children that need these rolling rinks to skate around to our hip hop. We need good hip hop that these kids could all feel like we used to, bro. When I heard Warren G, bro, I didn't feel like I wasn't on my block. 213 felt like just like Chancery Street, Union Street, South First, Brickenwood Projects. When they talked about Compton, it sounded like Brickenwood Projects. Like, that quality was there. So now listen to these gentlemen in podcasts with these over adjectives, bro. I'll challenge it. So I'll give it a challenge. You know what I mean? I've done this once with someone, and that's exactly what it is. I don't even say that person's name no more. It's whatever with them. It's whatever with them. For real. So it's for real. I gotta be 100% all the time. I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. If I challenge you on something, sir, I'll listen. I'll hang out for a little while. If you challenge, if it takes you a little bit to develop material, I do understand that. I absolutely understand that. Just tag me in it because, after if I don't see nothing a week or so to something that I challenge, I'll move on. Life's too short, bro. Life's too short. Life is too short. We've been told that. We've been taught that by our leaders. Has anybody been following hip hop? Anybody? Anybody know the metaphors in this? Anybody know the metaphors in this? Anybody know metaphors in this? Yo, I love y'all. Whoever's checking in, that's what helped develop a lot of FASH personality. This is what's getting me out here. FASH is a superstar. FASH family is the galaxy. We're a constellation. We're a constellation. We're freaking on this, bro. Let's go. Share FASH, share spirit, share a smile, then share it back. You'll never know whose life it saves. Share that. I love y'all. Peace. Thank you ever checking in. I love you. Absolute respect. Want some more people in here. If you're watching this, leave a time in the comment section. Leave a date and time in the comment section where it would be more convenient to hear these and take part in them, because I'd absolutely love to hear from the family. Yo, y'all absolutely starting to come through again, and I know it's no fault of the family, bro. Yo, new material every single video, 2,000 videos, and don't recycle much. Don't recycle much. I guarantee in all those videos you'll pick up 2 or 3 new jewels, because I don't recycle like that. So saying this to say that there's 2,000 videos out there with 2 or 3 good messages on it. There's a lot of you could binge watch FASH. You got drinking games with FASH. You could understand what, just don't drive afterwards. Gonna be a G past the keys. That's the message. FASH carries that. God's can carry that honest and full up front. You see how frontal lobe that was? That y'all want to freaking, y'all want that fucking, y'all want to shift it through your face and in your brain on accident because you had a couple beers and you don't even know who you got in an accident with. That's all you know is he was twice as drunk, almost legally, 5 reconstructions, all inclusive, no witnesses, no memory. I don't know nothing about it ever, except for that I met the omnipresence. I made a promise to him. Excuse me. Let me back up a second. I said that wrong. I met the omnipresence and I made a promise to God. No pronoun, to God. It was a full presence above me. I didn't see nothing. I felt something push me down in a prone position, begging for days. Please. I have a daughter. I have a son. I need to be there for them. I will do anything. Fascists on borrowed time. Share this. You will have a beautiful soul in this. I am trying to bring some of these beautiful things to the culture, and really pop off with this equality. Let's get this equality back. Let's all delighted. Let's full spectrum, and let's everybody feel like they belong, bro. We're all on this rock together. We all showed up at the same time. Whatever's going, hey. FASH is absolutely disgusting what humans beings did to human beings. FASH got some songs on that, yo. The human dilemma is such a horrible excuse for so much stuff that we've done. However, we are now here. We are now here in this space, in this time together. We can all make a decision to be more loving to each other or be more hateful to each other. FASH is choosing love. I figure the more people that choose love, we'll have a globe of loving people like that. It's spirit. It's never this. It's never pigment. I scraped this off if I could. Yo, that it don't make no damn sense, man. Might grew up in a spot a lot like you. Might feel a lot like you. Might even share the same opinions. Watch your sentences. And listen. Check yourself. If you're really feeling like that, maybe that's some self-awareness. If you really feel like that's kind of extra. Maybe really check that energy, sir. There ain't no privilege in this. Sorry, sir. There ain't no privilege in this. Show me the privilege, bro. Show me the privilege. I'm not even mentioning names. I'm fucking sick of no. Show me the privilege. There's privilege in this? Word, battle me then. Battle me. You could be my first battle. How's that? Well, actually not my first battle. I actually spent a lot of time on this thing called Battle Rap app and like squash that thing. But listen, you could be my first live battle. Sir game. Word. I'll prepare. I'll give you as much. We could do this tomorrow. We could do this 2 months from now. There is no privilege in this game. There ain't no privilege in the fucking projects. There ain't no privilege upstate. There ain't no privilege nowhere, bro. The privilege is this. Us human beings that put work and time into ourselves and try to make ourselves well, try to help others, probably do good on this rock. So as we're here on this time together, right now, let's choose to be more loving. Let's light up this light bulb. Let's see one time what a good loving globe will do. One time, everybody kicks in. Imagine that if our legs and arms, if all our freaking body parts move together and work together, mind and soul and everything work together. Here's an example: the vessel of the human being, right? Compared to the universe, we don't understand all the stuff in the universe. Listen, we don't understand mind separating from spirit, brain to mind. We don't understand the separation of brain and actual thinking. We don't understand the physical and we think behind the eyeballs, we think in front of us, the voice talking to us, our conscious. This ain't explained in our dendrites, synapses, axons. FASH has been to school for this axon. Dead serious on this. I have a lot to bring to this. I have a lot to bring to this game. I apologize to anybody that I'm twisting up with linguistics right now. So like I said, that's something. FASH is from mass, so sometimes the R's are there, sometimes they're not, because FASH traveled the globe. FASH set his feet on the pyramids. FASH set his feet in Mexico. Mexico TJ Poppin' Beer is highly recommended. One of the dopest clubs I've ever been to. FASH has been to LA, FASH has been to Watts, FASH has been to Long Beach, FASH lived in Oceanside, did the tour over there, went and seen the freaking trees, went and seen, did a lot of time in the desert, 29 Palms, getting ready for Egypt and stuff like that. But listen, I've had the opportunity, I've been honored with the opportunity to travel this world as a Marine, and as I was doing so, these fellow muses, absolutely beautiful, helped us through this. I'm that muse that wants to come back and say thank you, because don't get it confused, though I was in the military. That was one thing that I did think about the military, is this: I was a combat engineer, so I did bombs. I did bombs. Diffusing mines, setting up booby traps, concertina wire, all that stuff. That's FASH, traps, bombs, all that kind of stuff. So it don't transfer well into the regular day, everyday civilian society. You know what I mean? There was like 5 EOD jobs or something like that in Massachusetts, so you weren't getting them because those were lifers, those were life positions, right? But so it's just like that. But way back in the day, FASH also was an artist of his own. A lost artist too, because I don't have the architectural, machine drafting, commercial arts, graphic design, graphic arts, a lot of commercial arts, CAD, computer. That's when they first came out with the computer-aided architectural drafting system. I remember that back in the day. But it's this. So we got a lot to share. We got a lot to do. We checked homie. We'll see if he comes back with anything. Listen for FASH God's Kid. If you hear him say anything, let me know. The big homie be answering more than him on the low, for real. Y'all watch your ones and twos. Watch your ones and twos, bro, because this, the FASH name will remain the same. But listen, the game won't. The game won't. What's up, game? You gonna answer FASH's call? You a poet like that? Do you know it like that? Can you flow it like that? Can you Joey like that? Oh, can you Joey like that? Can you do it? Hey, FASH family, I thank you for checking in. I love all y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see you again soon. Peace. Stay melted.